So, talking about a movie, it was like a weird thing that I watched, like all the way back then, back. Talking about like, I'll say probably 2012, like when I watched this movie, and it was pretty. It was weird and it was funny at the same time, but it was mostly weird and funny. Well, it was weird and funny, mostly weird and funny. And the reason why it was weird and funny is because one, it was animals, and then the other one it was because it looks like something that I think I knew back then, but I did not fully know what it was. But I kind of like it looks really too real to be true, but at the same time, it was not real, and it was kind of like, oh my god, what the heck is this? I would laugh, and then that would pretty much it. But I wouldn't really be interested into watching the whole movie. And the thing, or maybe the movie that I'm talking about, is Cephop. There's Debussy. I'm telling you, I really love this movie, and when I was making research about it, so they call it like what do they call this? They call it mockumentary. So it's pretty much like when they try to depict you something that looks like it's real, but it's not. And that's why I initially said when I was reviewing the whole collection thing, it looked like it was like a reality TV, but it was not a reality TV, but it was kind of like a reality TV though. So it was like this guy have like cameras following him for God knows why. I think they were making like a movie about someone, but I think it was him. Yeah, they were making a movie about him, but I think it was like after he went to whatever it is he went to, and then it's kind of like the whole movie like went backward. To be honest, that's what I feel like. And he had a really big dream, I want to be a surfer and stuff, but it came from like a small town where nobody knows. Well, it's not like something that a lot of people are into. I'm pretty sure that he was like the only one into it, what he was into. It was pretty hard for him to actually communicate his feeling to, his mom and his brother, because he's the little brother, and never met his dad because his dad got eaten. And so he's living at I'll say at this small little place, frozen Antarctica, I guess. And he's, being him, but it was pretty bad. It was extremely bad, and I think that's one of the reasons why like nobody actually took him seriously, because they're like, oh my god, you said that you really want to do this, but you're so bad at it. But the good thing about him though, he never gave up, which is pretty interesting, and something that I kind of like admire him for. He never gave up, even if he was like extremely bad at surfing. I'm talking about like bad, never gave up. And he also had like a big brother that was bothering him too, that was not helping, and mom was like, well, your brother heard his right. And the mom was not helping, to be honest. The mom really was not helping. And one thing that was interesting about the mom is the character kind of changed, I'll say, at the end of the movie, when she actually thought that he did something, or also like the thing that he was actively trying to pursue. Like when the mom actually thought that he actually did it, so the mom was extremely happy. It was like, oh my god, so it was gonna be the trophy, or it's gonna be the thing that you wanted. But when they actually told her that he didn't want anything, and then she's got upset and everything, that was actually funny to watch. But yeah, so there is somebody else there with the creature that came at his place by accident, because I don't think that whoever came to his place originally meant to be there. So I think it was by accident, and then they came to his place, and that's the way that he was discovered, or he was found. But he did not pass the audition, obviously, because it was so bad. But because he just like kept pushing over and over again, they actually gave him a chance, and they actually let him in. And he got like this guy that he was heavily interested into called Big Z. And this guy was like an old surfer, and then everybody thought that he was dead, but it's not. But it's just like, it was a whole lot of mess. I'm not trying like to give you a whole summary of the movie, but it was kind of like what I remember about the movie. But what this movie actually made me think about is, being an adolescent, like having your thoughts and your, I'll say, ideas or interests being most of the time completely different of what your surroundings are, and you're trying to express your interest in your surrounding and them not understanding, and you're being extremely mad because you actually saw something that I kind of like stay with me. He said something like, I want to be me, I want to be Cody, so why nobody want to let me be Cody, man? Something like this. And I was like, oh my god, it looks so much like an adolescent now. But hey, kind of like look like he's 17, but I'm pretty sure he's 17 in the movie, to be honest. Really quick, he's 17 is going like to his growth phase and like, hey, I really want to do me. I really want to have my own place. I really want to do my own thing. Let me do my own thing. That's like his whole part throughout the movie, and I really don't see the him changing. Probably at the end for a little, but not that much. But also, it's a pretty good movie if you want to laugh and just have a good time and forget about some stuff that you have to do or just procrastinate. That's the go-to. You won't have to think about deeper meaning, or just a little if you really are into, finding like, hey, what's the meaning behind what he actually just said, or how can I apply this? This movie is not like one of those, hey, let me sit down and actually try to understand this, or let me sit down and try to understand this specific scene or specific passage. It's not one of those kind of movies, but it's not like a movie where you if you generally don't know what to do or what to watch and you really want to watch something funny, so you can just give it a try, because it's actually one of those movies that I really want to watch over and over again with no break. But I think that's pretty much it. I'm not really gonna say much about it because it did not really impact me that much, and that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna give it a 3.7 out of 5, because it was still a good movie though, but it was just not as impactful as like other movies that I've watched, such as Avatar or Monster Hours, to be honest. Besides the fact that, hey, I'll say a lesson: never give up, because somebody you might meet somebody that will actually give you a shot, and then if you're good enough, or if you never give up, you're probably gonna make good use of it. Also, that's probably gonna be the lesson, but still, not really impactful. So yeah, I'll give it a 3.7 out of 5. Thank you.